We're on a paranormal investigation at Heritage Park looking for the mysterious woman in white. Who is she? Coming up.
It's a piece of Corpus Christi history, but this Halloween season, the question is it haunted? Coming up, we'll take you live to Heritage Park for a look at what ghostly things may be afoot. But first, let's check in with Dave Cochran. Thanks, Dave. They're some of the oldest homes in Corpus Christi, and some say they are home to the spirits of the past. We're talking about the homes at Heritage Park, and they are expected to be a top attraction this year for Halloween. Our Sabrina Hall is live at Heritage Park with Spook Central to tell us all the details. Good morning, Sabrina.
Good morning, Regina. Yes, we're in the Galvan house, and it's actually about 100 years old, but no one has lived here since the very early 80s. But people have seen some pretty strange things over here, including by this window. And we're hanging out with paranormal investigators this morning from Corpus Christi Spook Central. Margaret Prescott, good morning.
Good morning.
What have people seen here?
What I've heard people seeing, they've seen a woman dressed in white looking out the window, or actually in the widow's walk on the top of the roof. Myself, I've seen a little girl in the window.
And what did this little girl look like?
She had on a red dress, a red bow in her hair, shoulder-length, curly, dark hair.
And you guys are doing a ghost tour coming up, right?
Yes, we're doing a ghost tour October 25th.
Okay, you think people are going to see anything when they come out here?
I hope so.
Okay, now all the ghost hunters are out here this morning, including David Garza. Good morning.
Good morning.
Tell everybody, what is this you got in your hand?
We're using this as a ELF meter that's electromagnetic. What it does is it'll read the magnetic off of voltage. So we believe that with this, we can see if there's an entity nearby that will change the magnetic field around it.
And how does this work? Show us how this works.
Basically, it'll work, especially when there's voltage nearby. I can show you at this outlet. If I bring it nearer, it'll start reading the magnetism off the voltage.
Now, have you ever had this go off while you were in this house?
Yes. I think it has gone off on the stairway.
Okay, you are a skeptic.
Yes.
But you still investigate ghosts.
Right.
Okay, what do you think about Heritage Park? Is it haunted?
I believe so. We've been here plenty of times, and even during our ghost tours, we've had some strange things happening.
Okay, now we're talking to a city employee, and he is not a ghost hunter, okay, people? He works for the city, and he's the park manager. We're talking to Wesley Vardaman. Good morning.
Good morning.
And what do you think? Is there ghosts in this house?
Oh, I'm not sure. I think a lot of it can be explained away. Personally, I've only had a couple of small, short experiences. I've been here a little over 3 months. There may be something in one of the two houses that we've yet to see.
Yeah, later on in the newscast, we're going to be checking out the Sidbury house.
Sidbury and McCampbell, the Ward McCampbell house.
And he thinks there may be something in there. But if you want to come and do this ghost tour, it's actually happening on October 29th. There's one at 8:30 at night and one at 10:30. And if you want to get spooked, you can find out more information by going to www.ccspookcentral.com. Back to you, Regina.
All right, thanks a lot, Sabrina.
And we're taking a trip up to the top of the Sidbury house. It's supposedly the most haunted home in Heritage Park. That's coming up. And he passed away from yellow fever, but some say the spirit of James Dunn lives on at the Sidbury house. We're on a ghost hunt coming up.
Heritage Park is full of history, and according to paranormal investigations by Spook Central, ghosts are also wandering through the night. If you want to find out for yourself, Spook Central will be offering ghost tours to the public, and our Sabrina Hall is with them this morning and has been trying to see a few ghosts out there. Good morning, Sabrina.
Hi, Regina. Yes, we're in the Sidbury house, and it's apparently the most haunted house at Heritage Park. And the story goes that the Dunn family lived here in the very early 1900s, and they had a young son who died of yellow fever. And that is the boy that people say that they've seen wandering these halls looking out the window. And we're talking at Corpus Christi Spook Central this morning, who hunts for ghosts in here. Good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, tell us a story about the young boy. What have people seen, or who is he?
Well, actually, in this room right here, the guest bedroom, the Sidbury house, that window over there, a lot of people have said they've seen a small boy peering out, actually moving the curtain and looking out down towards some of the other houses and people that walks by.
Okay, and one woman who works over there, she actually moved her desk so she didn't have to see him anymore.
Yeah, she had been looking out her window, and she kept noticing that a small boy was inside the house. And she called over and was asking, why is there a small boy in there? Well, there's no small boy inside the Sidbury house. So it actually freaked her out so bad that she actually moved her desk, and she would not look out the window anymore.
Okay, this has been a popular ghost tour at Heritage Park, but you don't have too much equipment this morning, but what do you usually bring to check out ghosts?
Usually bring a DVR system, infrared cameras, IR thermometers, EMF meters, or just a wide range of equipment. We basically set up just like TAPS does, like the TV show Ghost Hunters, to give people a general idea about how we go about investigating historical homes and residential investigations.
Well, what do you have to say to people who don't believe in ghosts?
Well, it's good to be skeptical. You have to be able to question this. You know, if you have to go out there and say, hey, you know, there's a possibility, you know, this can be debunked, and that's what we do. We try to debunk it and actually look for a reasonable answer. And of course, but if we're left over with something that's questionable, that's possibly signs of paranormal activity or a haunting.
Because many of your investigators actually call themselves skeptics.
Well, you have to be as an investigator. You have to have that little bit of being skeptical.
In terms of the Sidbury house, what do you believe, though?
From a lot of the experiences and evidence that I've captured here, I do believe the Sidbury house is the most haunted house in Heritage Park so far.
Unfortunately, I don't think I've heard anything this morning. Have we seen anything this morning?
Well, I've caught a couple of what appears to be orbs in here in the Sidbury house, and maybe some footsteps, but of course we have some people walking around, so it could, you know.
Well, if you want to check it out yourself, you can always go to ccspookcentral.com to see all their upcoming tours at Heritage Park. Back to you, Regina.
All right, Sabrina, hopefully